All right, check this out. Doing this without a selfie stick, so bear with me. It's going to be a little harder. But let me switch the camera around and show you what I got. Okay, so I've been working on this for a couple years, and I'm finally starting to get somewhat good at it. If you can get your zucchini plants staked like this to grow upright like a tree, they will produce much better. You got to start early, and you got to have a good solid stake. I'm still trying to perfect this. This is the best I've done so far, but look at 1, 2, 3. Got it all the way up here, and it should be taller. So, I mean, it's starting to bend right there. So I can't go much higher unless I put in another stake. But anyway, you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I can see that are coming. That's a lot of weight. That stake won't hold it. So tomorrow I'm going to pull this one. That one's ready. Just about. Give it one more day. So that's one of my better producing ones because that's the one I've been able to stake the best. This has got a bunch coming up too. This ain't bad. But you really have to start with a good solid stake. And next year I'm just going to get a bunch of 1x2s and try to hammer them in real deep right at the base of the plant when it starts. This one's too far beyond. See that huge curve right there? And it's like curling way under. Got a couple stakes trying to keep it as upright as possible, but this is a green one and it's not producing as well. There's one right there trying to come in. It's not producing as well because I'm not keeping it as erect as I should. So if I try to straighten that out now, there's a good chance I'll bust it. So just let it be. And should have recorded this. I just harvested a bunch of these sun gold. These are so good. Orange cherry tomatoes. They this spot is like the sweet spot of the garden. Everything does really well here. Oh, I'm dropping my tomatoes. Everything does real well in this little patch here. And this is German Johnson. They look like a pink tomato, but they're supposed to be really good. So tomorrow maybe those will be a little bit closer to harvest. And then over here, I got these Alice ones I tried this year. Look at the color of that thing. Is that incredible? That's so cool. And that one's going to be hard to reach because of my double fence, which is absolutely necessary to keep the deer from eating the vines. They kill the plants from eating on the outside. But yeah, that's it. I got plans next year for some kind of an overhead trellis system like that, like an overhead string trellis. This was just like an experiment. I just threw this in. It already broke once because it's just not strong enough, but I'm going to do something with maybe conduit next year, paint it brown so it looks natural. But see all these strings hanging? You just throw the strings over and tie them, and then you do this little weave around the plant. And it kind of keeps everything growing upright, and the higher it wants to grow, the more it's producing. So once they start to lean over, like this one here is not done very well. This is also not a very good spot. For some reason, that side of the garden is much better. The sun is about the same. I'm just not sure. But yeah, so I'm planning on doing some kind of a trellis, overhead trellis around the whole perimeter and increase my tomato harvest because I'm not getting a whole lot. Getting some beans. These are my Asian long beans. I like the short beans better, like these. Those are really good. That needs another day. This one's okay. And when you get a lot of them, you can harvest them a little early. They're just going to be a little more tender. But last year, this thing was all covered in beans. And you could see I added more climbing trellis because they were so prolific last year. This year has been a struggle. The whole garden is different this year. Take this one down because it's growing funky. These ones that grow kind of weird like this, they usually are a little tougher, but I just pop the beans out of the pod and toss them in and I cook them, and they're usually tasty that way. It's a good size for the Asian long beans. That one I'll get tomorrow. Yeah, these beds are slow. They're not doing well on this side. I think I had a little bit of a watering issue this year. There's the zucchini probably ready. You can give it another day. It's a good size, though. I'll take it. It's always best to cut it, but being on the camera makes you a little lazy. So I took some chard from up on the deck that I was growing in seed pots, and I planted them here. There's a couple more I got to get in the ground. You see, I have to do this cup method because these little roly-polies and pill bugs, roly-polies are the same. The pill bugs and the earwigs devour anything that's young and tender like that. They come out at night and that thing will be gone in no time. So the cups with the hollowed bottoms protect them until they get big enough, and then I remove them. But that was really a struggle this year. You can see I got a bunch here in these voids that I added. You can even see some are nibbling there. So they do get in, but not as easily. It's a lot harder for them to get in there. There's a tomato ready right there. That's it. That's just a quick little update. Thank you.